Hey folks, Colin Evans, Evans Financial Group with this week's content, 5 common retirement mistakes.
This is Dave Evans with Evans Financial Group, and I have been in the business about 50 years, and one of the things that we have identified, because our practice is really centered around people who are either in or near retirement, these 5 common mistakes. And the first one I want to talk about is you don't have a fully mapped out strategy for retirement. In other words, you haven't really taken the steps and said, okay, where's my income coming from? What do I want to do in retirement? It's amazing to me that people will spend weeks and weeks planning for a vacation at Disneyland or Disney World, where they're going to stay, how they're going to get there, and what attractions they're going to see while they're in Orlando, but they don't spend that much time on retirement. And retirement is like a really long vacation. So we recommend that you have a fully mapped out strategic plan for retirement in terms of where your income is coming from and what it's going to do for you.
Number 2, living beyond your means, leaving little or nothing left over for when those paychecks stop. We've taught for years and years, it's, to save first out of that paycheck instead of saving with what's left over, because typically there's never anything left over. It ends up getting spent. But if you're diligent, you teach yourself to save first, you can actually, that will help you put that timetable of retirement in a much better picture for that horizon, whatever it may be.
The third thing is you may be under the impression that we call the delusion of invulnerability, meaning like nothing's going to happen to me, and that you will be healthy forever. And unfortunately, it's not like that. And the body tends to age and begin to break down, and you cannot ignore the cost of healthcare in retirement. And sometimes people just think that Medicare is going to pay for everything, and it just doesn't work like that. So you have to really plan for that in advance in your retirement and your retirement budgeting.
Number 4, this one is something, if you've seen some of the videos as of late, and that's something we have harped on because we're all feeling it, and that is you're not saving enough to account for inflation. We're all feeling it. We feel it at the grocery store. We feel it at the gas pump. We feel it with home purchases, car purchases, and things of that nature. Well, that's, when we're seeing, as we're being told, inflation over 8.5% right now, and that's just eroding the purchasing power of a dollar. So it's, those trips to the grocery store for those same dollars does not buy what it used to buy. So you really need to take that into consideration. And you might have noticed this if you haven't, about 2 weeks ago on our website, inflationnavigation.com, or even the link below that you can click on, we have our latest report, Inflation and Your Retirement. We released this about 2 weeks ago. It's totally free. You can go download it to your smartphone or to tablet or your desktop and read it at your leisure. It's got some great content and some things that discuss not only what causes inflation, but things that you can do to offset it and help use it to your advantage.
And the 5th item that we come across is people haven't planned for the possibility of long-term care issues. Now, years ago I heard a statistic that 50% of the population are going to experience some long-term care problems. It could be for 3 months, it could be for 3 years or longer. And we think about long-term care as, do I have to go into a nursing home? But it doesn't mean you have to go to a nursing home, because everyone that I've ever talked to said, no, I'd rather stay home if that became an issue. But it's something that you have to plan for that possibility, and then have funding available for it as well. So these are the 5 mistakes that we see, and we're really saying don't overlook these common mistakes, whether you're 25 years old or 50. Because if you're working towards retirement and it's not on, you're heading towards retirement and retirement planning is not on your radar, you can speed through life and you get right up to it and not having planned anything. So your life needs a roadmap, and that's really where we come in.
Click the link below. We're going to put actually two links in here. One is going to be so you can download Inflation and Your Retirement, this white paper that we just released about 2 weeks ago. And then one of the other links in there is if you would like to schedule a visit or even a phone call. We can do it over phone. We can visit on Zoom or in our office here in Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm Colin Evans with Evans Financial Group. I hope you have a wonderful day.
And I'm Dave Evans with Evans Financial Group. And together, let's make sure that your story ends well.
I like it.